Look, I didn't want to do this, and you probably don't want this either, but it's happening. From a surprise recruitment, specially engineered wigs, an attempted spy movie, and seven different versions of the film, Section 31 is a mess of a movie, but here are 5 facts that you probably didn't know and probably didn't want to know. Section 31 went through development hell. Originally intended to be a television series as a spin-off to Star Trek Discovery starring Michelle Yeoh, it never really escaped development hell. Originally, the writing team consisted of Bo Yoon Kim, Erica Libod, and Craig Sweeney. Eventually, Bo and Erica left to become the showrunners for Sweet Tooth on Netflix, leaving the development of Section 31 to Alex Kurtzman and Craig Sweeney. According to director Olatunde Osusami, the only 2 elements that remain from the original pilot are Georgiou and Alok. According to Olatunde, it has been retooled so much, the 2 stories are completely unrecognizable, and Craig Sweeney, the writer, has been in the middle of that for the whole process. He's been in a situation to have written, I think, 7 different iterations of this. And if this is the 7th iteration of Section 31, I dread to think what was in the other versions. But if you think this was bad, Olatunde also claimed that because of all of the production delays, Section 31 was better? I mean, I agree, and my wife would say that usually waiting and delaying can be better, but maybe this once releasing early would have been more satisfying for both, or at least gotten it out of the way quicker. Can this video be demonetized for innuendo? One of the biggest and valid criticisms laid at Section 31 is that it just doesn't feel like Star Trek. And that's because it really wasn't trying to be. And according to Olatunde, it was a deliberate choice. Not only did they want to not make a traditional Trek film, according to Kurtzman, they wanted a different color of the rainbow. And there's no denying that it's certainly a different take. There's elements of a heist movie and even hints that they were trying more of a spy film, though it was less 007 and more Dr. Hell No. However, Olatunde actually went on to say that there is more of a Clint Eastwood influence in the film. The idea that you have a character who has these deep sins and she's been running away from them but knows that there's going to be a bill that comes due. So, a heist, Western, spy film. It really didn't stand a chance when it couldn't even decide what it was. This film had more identities than your average undercover operative. Despite the criticisms of Section 31, it certainly has a distinct look. The over-the-top fashion choices had the production team describing it as Star Trek by Balenciaga. Every alien in the nightclub was individually designed rather than ending up with that sort of generic Scooby-Doo running past the same background aliens. And you cannot deny that Michelle Yeoh, as she always does, looked incredible in this film. However, not only did she have to look good, she also kicked ass. And her look had to take that into account. According to one of the hair and makeup department's heads, Ryan Reed, with intense fight scenes, the main concern was ensuring the hair complemented the costume's movement while also securing the wigs so they stayed in place throughout the action sequences. And look, credit where it's due. They absolutely nailed that. Maybe someone else who is known for wearing wigs should consult with them to avoid this type of thing happening. Don't be mistaken. This is a Star Trek movie, unfortunately. According to the hair and makeup department heads, they gave us pretty much open reign because we built trust over the different shows that we've done together within the space world. We've never been in this part of space before, so it was pretty open. We weren't tied into existing looks, so we got to play and be creative, and they trusted what we did. And while they had fun making a distinctive looking movie with individually designed aliens, Section 31 has the honor of being the first Star Trek movie without any Federation ships or uniformed officers. So they are right. They were creative, but more in the same way that my 5-year-old is creative, and I'm very proud of him. And no doubt it's Section 31's distinct look and approach that makes it easier for disappointed fans to pretend that, well, it just never happened at all. If you made it to the end of Section 31, and I know that many of you noped out, those who did, though, were greeted by a very unexpected cameo. As the Section 31 team celebrates saving the quadrant, they receive a communication about their next mission on Turkana 4 from Control, played by Jamie Lee Curtis. And while Kurtzman and Olatunde wouldn't say how this cameo happened, she didn't hold back in an interview with Polygon. She admitted she was nervous about asking Jamie Lee Curtis, but after a little encouragement, she did, and Curtis said yes immediately. And luckily, Paramount managed to keep this secret to avoid spoilers. And I have to say, despite all of it, it was fun to see Curtis in this small role. So there you have it. 5 facts about Section 31. We made it, guys. I don't know how, but we did. Look, I've got a challenge now. Tell me one thing in the comments that Section 31 genuinely got right. And I do try to read and reply to every comment, so I look forward to seeing what you have. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, you can check out the rest of my 5 Things series right here. And if you want to support the channel, please like this video and hit the subscribe button. I'm almost at 2,000 subscribers, and I'd love to have you on board. Thanks for watching.